I'm doing this because I didn't do this last year, and over the next 2 months last year, people left comments on my videos saying things to the effect of, where are the videos at, man? Where did you go? What's going on with you? And that really, it surprised me. It was a very pleasant shock. It was like, you're wiping a little tear away, and you're like, they actually care. And I say that there was a lot of people, but it was only 4 people. I'm still amazed anybody watches my videos at all, that anybody comments on any of them. It doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I really don't have that many now, for that matter, but when I think of the channel, I always think of the days when I had 4 subscribers, and one of them was a girl I was dating at the time, But the bottom line is that beginning, I think, not this next Monday, but the Monday after that, you will probably not be seeing much of anything from me for the next 2 months, and quite simply, that's because I have a job that I do at this time in the year, after after exams have wrapped up, after I've gone home. It's a fairly labor-intensive job. It has fairly long hours. Doesn't leave a whole lot of time for making videos, although I have high hopes that I will be able to whip up some stuff for you on my days off later on in the season. That I'll be able to write some stuff now and then record it later on when I actually have the time, or even perhaps later in the day when I get out of work. The bottom line is it's a lot of work in a very short span of time, 6 to 7 day weeks on a regular basis. Does not allow for a whole lot of free time for doing much of anything, never mind making videos. The plan was that I would have a backlog, that if things had gone the way I wanted them to, I would have wrapped up the Bloated album series by now. As things were, I realized that I wasn't going to be able to get the final episode I wanted to do done, partially because to give you an idea of what happened, I started recording this video. I got about 5 songs in. This was when the weather was still cold, so I was wearing a sweater. Weather changed. Now it's like 60, 70 degrees out. It's way too warm to be wearing a sweater. So I just decided, I was like, no, I'm going to have to re-record this entire thing. And so that's probably not going to see the light of day until like late June. The series that I wanted to follow up the final episode of the Bloated album series with, I'm not sure if we're going to get in edgewise either. What I'll probably end up doing is re-recording the intro to the Beach Boys episode and then combining it with the actual meat and potatoes of the Miles Davis episode, which is mostly finished. And all I've got to do then is put that up. I'm thinking very strongly that's probably going to be the only episode you're going to see from me in the next 2 months. Will be a Miles Davis album that was originally going to be either the middle or the climax of a series that I am going to pursue. But once again, you probably won't see it until late June or July, to tell you the truth. You could probably expect that some point in mid-May. That's about all I had to say here. Just before the video ends, I would just like to say thank you to all of my subscribers, to anybody who's ever watched any of my videos. This isn't the end, obviously. We'll come back again in a couple months. We'll come back stronger than ever, just like we did last time. You probably thought that was the end of the video. Well, I did too when I filmed this about a week ago. But it turns out that I had a little more to say. The weather changed again, as New England does. Now it's cold and pouring outside.
Just like regular England.
Yes. Yes, exactly. In any case, I'm basically just here to shill for my Patreon. I have a Patreon. I put the link in the description. If you like the show and want to support what I do, go donate something there. If you want me to review something, I have a little reward thing that you can set up where I'll review something that you asked me to. That's my little shtick. So anyway, that's my little spiel. I'll see you guys whenever I come back. I've got one episode almost finished. That should be up some point in mid-May, I think. But in any case, see ya.